We are Duel Legion.
Hey guys, it's Legend That Sick Boy, Legend the Sick Boy, Legend at Sick Boy, representing Duel Legion, coming at you with another deck profile video. And we didn't say it last week because I wanted to see if you guys were paying attention. Clearly you guys are not. But this week's video is from the top rope, DinoWrestler's. I really was eager to do this video. I've been looking at this joint since it got released in OCG back over last year. Wow, and then it finally came out ending of last year, beginning of this year. So it is a great, long wait for me is the Dinos. I've always been a fan of the Dino deck, so I was like, hey, cool, let me show you guys the Dino deck real quick. I haven't did a Dino deck. But let's take a quick second and throw a quick shout out to my boy Vic down at the shop in 8th and Elizabeth Street in Chinatown. And he always treats me good for my Yu-Gi anime, my figurine needs. He's a really good dude, so I always like to show him some love. So again, that's Vic down at the shop in 8th and Elizabeth Street. And remember guys, always punch that like button, kick the subscription button in the balls, just to show us some love and support for your favorite Legion. You already know, guys. And without further ado, DinoWrestler's from the top rope. So, now, most builds have been going around. They either mix it with Kaijus or True Draco just to get that dinosaur out, and they do doubles evolution pill and big evolution pill. That's the thing with them, and they go for the Overx to bring it out and milk off that way, or they just go pure DinoWrestlers. Cool. Those are very good decks. Nothing against them. This, on the other hand, is without none of that. So it's DinoWrestlers and the way the structure deck that came out, dinosaurs should have been. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. The Dino Cyber Dragon, a little bit better than Cyber Dragon. Anytime your opponent controls more monsters than you can special summon him. Then you can tribute one Dino Wrestler monster on the field to target one monster your opponent controls and destroy it. No, one card your opponent controls and destroy that. You can activate that effect, well, both effects once per turn. Broken card comes out at 26, 7 stars. Can't say nothing about. He's pretty much a staple out of the DinoWrestlers. That's like the best one. Second of the DinoWrestlers is I run 119 here. Not even gonna try to freaking whatever pronounce his name, but he's great because when he special summons, he can bring a Dino Wrestler monster or a World Dino Wrestling card to your hand. He's great. Now, when he's sent to the field, at the end of the turn that he sent to the field, and your opponent has more monsters than you control, you can special summon one Dino Wrestler from your graveyard to the deck, i.e. the Pan Dude. I run him at 1. Usually when they run the engine, he is put at 1, but the third of, I should say, for the DinoWrestlers, I run one of my boy here. He is great in clutch because when your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can literally target one card in your opponent's side of the field and send it to the graveyard. No destruction involved in that at all. Just sending. So for those monsters that can't be destroyed, you send it, and those monsters that can't be targeted, you figure something out. That's it for the DinoWrestler build. The 1800's trash. He only special summons himself and does some others. He's trash. Waiting for hopefully within the next 3 months or 3-pack releases, because the Link monster and other support got let out in the OCG format over in Japan. So hopefully when it comes over here, it'll be a little bit better for them to run as a solo deck opposed to just being a little engine. But moving along, to where I added the stuff that I needed to add it to actually make it viable to win. Babysaur, some people run him at 3. I put him at 2 because you can search easily into him, destroy him from the deck easily. You just bank off his effect. So having that third one is just, it's an extra space that can be used for something else. So I was like, all right, put him at 2 because I see him as much as I do or would at 3. I see him as much as at 2. So it wasn't really a big problem there with running 2 baby boys. Also, pretty much staple in any Dino deck I feel is running 2 conductors. 3 gets a little too cluttery. You can always side deck the third one, but 2 is main board because all you need is 2 to game them. Them together is 7,000. So you put things face down, bank them off, and then actually slap with 1 hit together. It should get rid of your opponent. So 2 I feel is the necessary. You're running 1, just find space, put the third one in. What you should be running 3 of is Soul Eater. Great card because either when you special summon them or normal summon them, you could bring a dino to your hand or dump it to the graveyard. Also, you can target one dinosaur monster on the field, destroy it, and then special summon one dinosaur monster in your graveyard to defense position. All around great card. 10 out of 10 times your plays are going to be made and set with Overraptor. So you want to, I mean, Soul Eater, right? Yeah, Overraptor, Soul Eater, yeah, same difference. You always want him in your hand. You always want to bring him out, and he's gonna do so much justice for you. And if you didn't know that already, if this is like your first time looking at a Dino deck, like, oh, maybe I should run Dinos, maybe it seemed cool. That's what he's there for. Get 3 of him because he's gonna do all your fun, and the shenanigans start with him. Also, a great plus card for me. Some people run him, some people don't. I run him. Gildosaurus at 3. Reason being because you can special summon him, and his special summon is not a once per turn. So if you have 2 of them, you could special summon both of them. Then also, if you're going second or first, or whenever you summon him, and your opponent doesn't have monsters in the graveyard, he doesn't plus. So if you do it in the right time, you can get the monster for free in the special summon, which I normally do all the time. And then you just normal summon Overraptor right next to him, go into the thing, pop off, dump, see, and then you could use the effect. So once you drop off the effect, bring Conductor to your hand, you could pop him off, bring another one to the field, link him off, bring another one, and then, yeah, you see what I'm saying here, right, guys? It's really broken. I test played this deck a few times. It actually surprised me on how easy it was to just run the beat down and just did not have anything to do next to it. One miscellaneous, because the ban list said to run 1, so we run 1, kicking the nuts, no problem. And 1 Infernity. Simple. Bring him out when right after or during the hand you have a Conductor in your hand. He's an automatic 2000 beater. Could help you get game if you do it correctly. So that's the one of for the dinos. Ending of the dino part. Going into my hand traps. Of course, you know how to do hand traps. Blossom. This during my test plays and my like dueling different decks with it. This 9 times like saved me every time. When they was about to go into a play I didn't feel too comfortable with, or they're going to a play I know they're going to bank off of, stop, drop, roll, my turn, tack, game. Simple. Same thing with Ogre. So if they try to set up their board, no. And same thing with the only 2 traps I run in the game, well in the deck I should say, is 2 impedances. Me having 2 impedances only perfectly because I only had 2 trap slots to put in. Could put magics, could put traps. And I stuck with traps. And also it's a hand trap, so it fits in correlation with what you were doing with the hand trap. It flows a little bit better in my opinion. If you have it, use it. If you don't, all the alternatives, you can use the strikes, or you can just put spell cards and get you the big evolution pill, the whole double evolution pill. You can in turn increase it with heavy dust stormer to clear backwards. There's a lot of options you can do with that extra slot, I feel, when you're not running it that particular way. Moving on into the spell cards, which I am very spell heavy in this deck. 3 Lost Worlds. 3 Lost Worlds is broken, especially when you're using the Dino Wrestler Link Monster for right now. Crazy combo with them. I'll explain it in a little bit. 1 World Dino Wrestling. 2 Terraformings. It's very simple. Adds up to 6. Even. And it works out. You dump this more times than you even get to your hand. So you don't want to see it at all. So you rather just have 1 of it. Pre-staple in any Dino deck. Fossil Dig. It's Fossil Dig. Bring a level lower. Level 6 or lower Dino to your hand. Simple. 2 Twin Twisters for when back row gets a little threatening. That was my little adaptation since I'm not doing the double evolution pill and the big evolution pill way. I had a lot of space to actually free up space. This came to me out of the gate, so like when they'll go like end their turn, I would have twin set just to scare them. So when they end their turn, set their cards, I'll just twin twister their ass real quick, and then the monster I throw 9 times 10, I'll get a Conductor to my hand, banish it out, and bring Conductor out, and I now have the clear board to do whatever how I want to. So twin, amazing in here. For the 1-ofs, just for the 1 Dino World Wrestling, I run 1 Foolish Burial Goods personally. 1 Foolish Burial just for the add-off into Miscellaneous, and if I need that extra dino in the graveyard to get my Conductor out. 1 Dark Hole because clearing your opponent's field is great, especially in a beatdown deck, and also you could bank off it with using Babysaurus and getting into your 19 hitter and building a board just off of Dark Hole and clearing their field, so you build right off of it. 1 Soul Charge, Soul Charge just to build a board, mainly for main phase 2. If I feel they're going to go into some funny shenanigans, I build a board that says it can't break for that turn at least only, and then my turn I'm just going to beat them down again. And then Monster Reborn for the same aspect of flooding your field and getting beat downs and creating board, and also swiping their monster and slapping them with their own card. Also, guys, running this deck, if you are, the field card is going to bank you many tokens, so always feel free to carry tokens or dice to replace your tokens while playing this deck. Okay, cool. So just to get into it really quick with the combo, so broken card, reason being, when he attacks, your opponent can activate spell trap cards until the end of the battle phase. When your opponent attacks, at the start of their battle phase, you can then target one card on the field. If that card must attack before all the other cards attack. So right before I enter my battle phase, okay, start of your battle phase, that monster has to attack me first. So if it's a weak monster, they have to attack. If it's a defense monster that they just like switched into defense, then it's stuck there. It's pretty much pointless, and you stop them. So i.e. being, when you summon him, bang, field card says put a token. Cool. Slap the other monster. They're going to do whatever they can. Token's going to stop them through the field card, so they can't target him, and they have to attack him anyway. So when it's your opponent's turn, he tries to overwhelm you, which is the only practical way you're going to force him to get rid of your monster. He's going to want to overwhelm you, and once he goes to attack you, you target that token. Now, at the end of the turn, if that monster did not attack through Rexul's effect, that card is destroyed. Therefore, since it's a token, the field card will kick in, destroying that card. You can protect it by popping a Babysaurus from your deck, bringing 19 hits to your field, and so forth and forth with the shenanigans. Cool. So that's just a combo setting with him. Moving along real quick. Skill Dread just for the plus. Beat down, Warlord for the lock. Beat down for the flood, for the pop and banish and burn, for the bounce back, for the penetration, for the boost up, and for the color distortion, just in case Goes and Match get activated. Logi just for the negation, also negation, and also kick care back row with 15 card side deck. Remember, guys, like, subscribe, always show love and support. This has been Legend, that sick boy representing Duel Legion, and you already know, guys, we are Duel Legion.